This is a totally rebuilt Honda CR125. The engine's been completely redone from the crank up. We talked about that earlier. And she's a screamer. 5-speed transmission. She'll rev to the moon. Lots of horsepower. And it's very, very light. This is the bike that was winning all the races in 70, 73, 74, 75. This is a 76 model. And she's a stunner. Beautiful paint job, new plastics. The rims are in beautiful condition. I think I went over all that inside, so it's a blast. Good luck bidding on her. God bless America. Hey guys, Ken Kaplan here from the New England Motorcycle Museum. And here we have one of the finest Elsinore 125s that we've had come through the shop. This has been here for 9 months. One of our friends and benefactors, Dave McKinnon, actually owned the bike before we did. And we did a deal with him. We traded 2 Honda QA50s and 600 cash for it. So 2 little Honda trail bikes and cash for it. And then we took it and did a full frame off restoration on it. Be honest with you, 9 months later, I've got a service ticket here with 50 hours labor on it. I'm quite sure we put more than that in it, but that's what the service manager wrote it up as. And thousands in parts and subcontracted labor, including the paint job on the bike. The tank was painted out. We don't do paint jobs there, so it was outsourced. But I guess I'll start with the engine. This is a frame off restoration. This motor was taken right down to the engine crank. The cases were split. The crank had brand new Wiseco bearings installed in it. All the seals on the bottom end, the crankcase seals, the crank main bearings, everything's been replaced. Every gasket, the shifter gasket seal, the kicker seal, everything's brand new on it. The top end was bored out, and a brand new piston, Wiseco piston, was installed with rings. So the engine is essentially a brand new motor, top to bottom. It's been repainted, refinished cosmetically, and mechanically completely rebuilt. The carburetor was rebuilt. A brand new air filter was installed. This is a 43-year-old motocross bike, so to find one like this is like a rare find. And if you do find one like this, it's either never been ridden or it's been completely restored. It's expensive restoring a bike like this. 50 hours of shop labor, we charge $90 an hour. If you came to us and said, hey, I want to do a frame off on my Elsinore and rebuild everything on it and repaint it and all new parts, new tires, chains and sprockets and everything, my service ticket here came to $6,627. I have 16 pages of parts and notes and work order, 16 pages. 16-page list of what was done to the bike in order for parts top to bottom. And if you said, I want to pay to have you restore this, and I'll give you $6,600 to do it, I wouldn't really be excited because it's a ridiculous amount of work, and it takes a long time, 9 months. So starting with the tank was removed and sent out and professionally painted. It's absolutely immaculate inside and out. It has a new gas cap and a new breather hose. The fuel petcock is brand new, as is the fuel line. Again, the carburetor and engine were completely rebuilt. The frame was taken down, sanded, and repainted the original Tahitian red, as was the swing arm. The front end, the steering head bearings were greased. The triple clamps were painted. The handlebars are brand new reproduction bars, brand new brake lever, brand new clutch lever, brand new throttle cable, brand new front brake cable, brand new clutch cable, brand new grips. These are the OEM actual original grips. Brand new Honda crossbar pads. Everything from here up is brand new. Every part on here, including the kill switch. The number plate's brand new. The number plate brackets are brand new. The original Honda factory style rubber rubber band, I guess you'd call it. Look on the back here, Kenny. Can you zoom in on that? What I'm talking about right here. That's all brand new, original Honda reproduction stuff. The replica of the original. The plastics are by VMX. It was $287. I have the receipt for it for the front fender, the rear fender, and the side panels. They're expensive as hell. It is what it is. New hardware mounting for the gas tank. The front end was completely dismantled. The forks were rebuilt. The rubbers on the forks are new. The chrome on the forks is in very good condition for a 43-year-old dirt bike. The fork lowers are in excellent condition. The original factory rim, just to give you an idea of how low hours this thing had, it has the original DID sticker on there, and I don't see any dents on the rim. There's a couple of scratches and a little bit of patina. This is the original 43-year-old rim, and it's not dented, so this thing wasn't raced by a pro or anything. The thing would have been destroyed. The hubs were cleaned and touch-up painted Again, the brake cable is brand new. The whole front end was dismantled, and the brake system was dismantled, and brand new brake pads were installed, and the inside of the drum was cleaned up. The axle was greased, the bearings were repacked, and the front end was reassembled, so it's just like brand new. The exhaust is in excellent condition. This is I believe this is an aftermarket expansion chamber, although I'm not positive. I'll have to check with my service manager. Has all new bolts on the exhaust, new bolts on the head, a new chrome spring, new hose clamps, new spark plug, new spark plug wire. Again, new side covers, new graphics. These pegs were $109. These came from VMX. These are the extra wide pegs. The original factory brake lever was taken off and hand sanded and polished to a brilliant shine. The Kickstarter is polished nicely also, and it runs as good as it looks. It runs like a brand new bike. Fantastic. Seat cover is brand new. The seat base is the original. The seat base is in good shape, but the cover is new, and I believe the foam is new also. The front tire is brand new, as is the tire. It's a Dunlop Geomax MX51 front, brand new tire, brand new tube, brand new rim strip. The rear tire is brand new, as is the rim strip and the tube. The chain and sprockets is brand new. The rear brake system is all brand new, new pads, new hardware, new bolts, and the rear brake cable is brand new. So every cable on the bike is brand new. The engine is brand new. The paint job's new. The plastic's new. Really, the only original items on the bike that have not been restored is the frame is original frame, albeit it was repainted. The forks are original and the wheels are original. Everything else is completely restored and or replaced. Come here for 1 second. I want to show you the Honda Motor Company tag. This is manufactured in 1975, December of 1975, 1275. You can see right here. So just a fantastic machine. We don't do that many frame up restorations like this anymore, mainly because we usually end up losing a little bit of money on each one. It just takes too long. It's too time consuming, and it occupies a lot of mental time and energy over a 9-month period. Granted, there's 50 hours labor. You ask, well, why couldn't you do it in a couple of weeks? Well, you're always ordering parts. You're sending the tank out to be painted. It's just one thing after the other, and we usually do these projects as the parts come in, and as we go through them, things come up. There are other projects are happening, so it just takes a long time. Motor mounts look to be in beautiful shape. Kenny, is there anything you'd like to add about this bike?
No, I think you just about summed it up here, but we can get it shipped anywhere in the States very affordably. Even message us your postal code for a quote. This bike's a sweetheart. It's clean, runs great, and we'll demonstrate that later on in the video here. So,
absolutely, we will do actually, you may have already seen the riding portion of the video, or maybe coming up after however Kenny sets it up, but when you hear this thing run, you'll know it's a real deal. The motor is brand new. So if you think you're going to buy one of these for $1,500 or $2,000 and restore it to this condition for under $5,000 and without taking 6 months of your time for free, well, you're probably wrong. It's just very time consuming and expensive, and there's always something that needs to be done. But this one's done 100%. If you're looking for a bike that's ready to roll into your museum, this one is on display in the New England Motorcycle Museum now. If you want a AHMRA bike that you can take out and race, it's a brand new motor. You can take it out and race it tomorrow. As far as defects left on the bike, it's not really a defect, but there's a couple of rubber fork caps that are supposed to go on here. We didn't order those. I don't have those on there. The shock has a hose clamp on the bottom here. That's not supposed to be there. And the bottom cylinder fin has a small chunk taken out of the bottom cylinder fin, about 2.5 inches by 1/2 inch. Doesn't affect the way it runs at all. It's just a small defect that if I didn't point it out, you probably wouldn't notice it. So other than that, the frame rails at the bottom of the frame, take a look at the bottom of the frame rails. They're in mint condition. Usually they're all banged up from dragging in the mud. The pegs are brand new. The shifter is the original Honda shifter, which was taken off and hand sanded and polished on the buffalo wheel. This right here is probably an hour and a half just in doing the shifter. So the brake lever is done also. Just a stunning machine. Everybody who's seen this in the showroom is like, wow, is it brand new? Because it looks brand new. So if you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Good luck bidding on it. This is absolutely Kaplan America approved. The engine was done by Chris Kelly, who's one of our senior techs. He's 53 years old. He's been a motorcycle tech for 30 years. So the engine was done by the best in the business. So good luck bidding on it. God bless America.